Hi guys, I have a really fun video in store for you today. These are some of my favorite videos to watch, and now they're some of my favorite videos to create, and that is what I got my kids for Christmas. Let's try that again, shall we? Welcome. If you're new here, I'm Reagan. I am 30 years old. Actually, it doesn't bother me. I'm a wife and a mom of two. I have an almost 3-year-old son and an almost 6-year-old daughter. If I sound a little funny today, sorry, we are sick over here. It's been real fun, but I really wanted to get this video out. I didn't want to wait any longer to film it. So I'm just gonna roll with it. Here we do things a little bit minimal and focus on simplicity and intentional living. And so I did one of these videos last year, and I thought I would go ahead and do another one this year to show you what I got my kids for Christmas. First, I wanted to explain a little bit about how we approach Christmas in our family. Like I mentioned before, we try to take a more minimal approach. We definitely focus on generosity. And so with that said, we don't get our kids a ton of gifts. Just try to help remind them that this season is not about just them and what they are getting, but also what they are giving. And we also focus a little more on Advent around Christmas time, less than the gift giving, gift receiving. I'm not opposed to getting my kids gifts secondhand. I think it's sustainable. It's good for the environment. We have a great kids consignment store, which I did purchase a few things at this year, which you'll see later. You can't be as specific if you want to be thrifty. A lot of times, you have to be a little more willing to have some ideas, but maybe tweak them a little bit. So I might not be able to find a specific book, but I know I can find a book for the kids. Now I know when you have older kids, it can be a little more challenging because a lot of times they have very specific wants. So we're not in that season yet. I'm just enjoying that my kids are young and they don't mind, they don't care. Content warning, I'm about to talk about, the big Christmas guy, the famous Christmas guy. So just a heads up. Santa does visit our home, but mommy and daddy communicate with Santa, and we've talked to him about our values, and Santa only brings our kids 1, maybe 2 gifts. And we've done this differently in the past, but yes, more recently we have decided that we don't want the focus to be on that, but we still want some of that Christmas fun, Christmas magic. Santa brings our kids 1-ish gift and their stockings, and then the rest of their gifts come from mom and dad and their sibling. We also have a large extended family, so they get a lot of gifts from our extended family as well. As far as gift giving from us goes, I've used categories in the past. The most popular one I hear is the something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read. I've done that one. And then last year we tried doing some that I learned from Paper Town Home, another creator on YouTube, and her categories were head, heart, hands, and home. And this year I feel like with the categories, they can be useful to put boundaries in place, especially if you are new to this or if you struggle with boundaries at Christmas time. But I find it was just a lot of extra mental work trying to fit a gift into a certain category that this year I was like, I don't feel like I need that. I feel like I know how to keep it minimal, but I just want to buy my kids what they would enjoy or what I want them to have, and not have to be so okay, this has to fit into how can I make this be a home gift? I don't know. It sounds silly to mention, but that's just how my brain works. I think I'm very rigid thinking about things. Maybe that's been helpful to me this year, and I've enjoyed just getting them what I want to give them, and while being mindful of how much it is. And with that, I think that's all the boring stuff out of the way, and then we'll get into the gifts now. So let me put this down. I love that I kick up a pile of dust every time I sit or move around. I do dust, I promise. Okay, starting with my almost 3-year-old boy. First of all, isn't this bag so cute? I didn't know these came in a little bag. I ordered him these stepping stones. They like nest inside of each other, so I thought it would be nice to save space. He's so active. He's always jumping on everything. And I just thought maybe something like this would give him like an outlet for that, but in a more directed way, rather than him, you know, just launching himself off of furniture or building stuff. I think they'll both enjoy these. They like to play like the floor is lava and stuff like that. So next gift for my son, he is starting to get into dress up, and this is a little bit of a theme this year. So we are in the process of redoing their bedroom. They just got a bunk bed. Like I said, he's chaotic. He like destroyed their bedroom. So we're redoing some things. Everything's off the walls. The curtains are pulled down. So maybe I'll make a video of the bedroom refresh. We're trying to make it a little more friendly for him. Because, you know, my daughter, I never had to worry about that. Also, it's a shared bedroom, so we're trying to make it special for both of them. So what I decided to go with is kind of like a fairy tale theme. So with that, I thought this would be fun because he's starting to get into dress up more, and he loves to like take towels and stuff and make capes with them, which I love the creativity. I don't think you have to replace things like that with a toy. Like, I think if they're having fun with the towel, that's their imagination. It's great. But sometimes it's just fun. So I picked up this little cape for him. It's reversible. One side is like a dragon, and then the other side, it's kind of hard to see, but the other side is a knight. So I just thought this was really cute. I think he'll have a lot of fun with it. His third gift is, we usually get them some kind of a book. So for him, I picked up Dragons Love Tacos. I just bought the kids this Yodo card for their Yodo player a few months back, and they really love it. I'm a huge fan of having a book to go with the Yodo card because I've noticed, you know, they will open up the book and have the Yodo card read to them while they look through the book. And I just think it helps encourage a love of reading, even if mom and dad aren't available to read to them. So I grabbed this because he really loves it. Also, it kind of goes, I guess. I didn't even think about that. Dragons. We totally have a theme. I didn't even try. That is actually it for my son. They have one shared gift, which is the big item. And I'll show you that in a moment. But let's move on to my almost 6-year-old daughter. Shiloh is 6 years old, almost, like I said. She loves all things creative. She loves building things like with Legos and magnet tiles. She loves princesses. She loves pink, you know. So the first thing I have for her is this Disney's Ariel Lego set. This has been on her list for 2 years now. Her and her dad love to build Legos together. Dad loves to build Legos, so Dad really wanted to get more Legos for Christmas. But yes, so princesses and Legos all together, like, what a win. Next gift for her is, you can't really see it, but this is a canopy for her bed. I'll like put a picture of it or something. Like I said, we're redoing their room, and she has been asking for a canopy for her bed. So I got this on Amazon. It's kind of like a rose color. I think it's called Red Bean online, but it's kind of like a rosy, not too pink, because again, they're sharing a room. It's like pinkish, but yeah, I think she'll enjoy it. She's on the top bunk, so it'll be fun. She'll have like a little canopy situation up there. So that is one of her gifts for their room reno. And then this is her book, but this was a bit of a miss. I'm gonna have to replace this. I wanted to get a fairy tale book for her, again, to kind of like go with the room theme. And I remember as a kid, I had a fairy tale book that had like beautiful illustrations, and I would just flip through it. It had all the classic fairy tales. And I hate how when you order books online, they don't show you much about the inside. So based on the cover, not only did I think this book was larger, I thought it was like a kid's book, you know? It's on like a kid's store. It's so beautiful on the cover. And then I got it, and I opened it up, and it's just like a chapter book. There are some, like, let me see if I can find one. There are some black and white illustrations. But yeah, it's just not the thing I was hoping for. And not only that, but these are the like original versions of the stories. This is Hans Christian Andersen. I was hoping for, you know, most kids fairy tale books, they kind of just tweak them a little bit to make them not so dark. But this is not true with this copy. I was showing my husband, there's like a story in here about a guy who like, he murders his sister, and all the like bees and the fairies and the insects come together at night with like poison, and they kill him because he murdered his sister. So yeah, it's just, if you have any recommendations for a good fairy tale book, let me know, because I am going to have to order something else for her, and I'm hoping I can return this, but if I can't, it's fine. I can just save it till they're older, or I could gift it to someone else. It's really pretty, but just not appropriate for a 5-6-year-old. So, bit of a miss, but we have the idea of what that is going to be. That is it, except for their large gift, which I'm going to show you now. I'm very excited about this. I have wanted this for them for a long time, and it has just not been feasible for us. Let me get it. Okay, so we got them a nugget couch. These are so fun. Okay, this is a pricey item, but I wanted to say, sorry, I'm out of frame a little bit. It's a pricey item, but I wanted to say that you can find these secondhand, but also there are so many dupes. There are so many like that are less expensive, and even you can find those secondhand. Here's what I will say. From what I understand, Nugget is a very good company that is responsible and ethical. I like to support businesses like that. And because I had the funds available, I decided to just go for gold and get the original. But this is going to be so fun. I think, again, we went with the not seafoam. What color is it? I think it's like the sage green. I don't remember the name of it. I'll post a picture of it as well. This was also a little bit, though, of a mistake. Not the purchase, but how early I purchased it. I obviously finished Christmas shopping very early for the kids, and I didn't realize that you're not supposed to leave this in the box. I just didn't think about it. It makes sense, but whatever. If it's left in the box for more than 8 weeks after it's delivered, your warranty is voided. So thankfully, my parents are gonna let us store it at their place and open it up and let it air out so it doesn't lose its shape until Christmas time. I think that they'll be able to fit it in a room where the kids won't notice it, but we don't have anywhere to keep it here. So I was like, oh crap, I did not think about that. But I'm very excited about this. I think they'll have a lot of fun. Okay, last thing we're going to touch on is stocking stuffers. So stockings can add up really quickly. They can get very pricey. I like to focus on consumables in our kids' stockings and necessities. So if they get a toothbrush or some other toiletries they need, they always get an orange in their stocking. And I like snacks. I'll put sometimes arts and crafts stuff. I don't have any arts and crafts stuff this year because they have plenty of that. First, in stockings, we have, I don't know if this is going to fit in Shiloh's stocking, so it might just be with the other gifts, but we've been collecting quite a few Yodo cards now, and we need a better way to kind of contain them so the kids can look through them and they're not getting lost and they're not getting like thrown all around the house. So I did grab a case for the Yodo cards. If it doesn't fit in the stocking, like I said, it can just go with her other stuff. Then each kid got an electric toothbrush. Fancy. I got Paw Patrol for Judah, and Gabby's Dollhouse for Shiloh. They'll be so thrilled. They just get normie toothbrushes. And then I did grab some Yoto cards for them. 2 for Shiloh. She's got Charlotte's Web. I don't think she's ever heard this story. She may have seen the movie at some point, but I think she'll like this one. And then I also got her a classical dance one. She is like my little ballerina. She loves to dance. She requests Beethoven. We like read in the car. She's like, Mommy, can you play some Beethoven? I'm like, oh, my fancy children. But yeah, she loves to dance. I think she'll enjoy having just some instrumental music to dance to. And then for my son, we've got The Snowy Day, which, like I mentioned, I like to have books they can look at while they listen. We have this book. We pull it out every winter. I mean, it's out all the time, but like we emphasize this book in winter. And then The Very Hungry Caterpillar, which is his favorite book right now. He requests this book almost every day. So I'm sure he'll love that. And then my son needed new pajamas. He has outgrown most of his, and I haven't bought him any because I just was waiting for Christmas because I was like, that's a great, easy Christmas gift. And yeah, so I went to our little consignment shop and I picked these up secondhand. These were $3.50 each. So I got him a little shark set of pajamas, and then I also grabbed him a little set with some dogs on it. He loves dogs. He's gonna be so excited. Has little doggies on it. Like I said, yeah, those are both $3.50. My daughter needs a new winter hat, and I was looking for one of those at the consignment store as well, and I was not able to find one. She would really love a purple hat. I might go check Walmart and see if Walmart has one. And if so, I will grab her a hat for her stocking. And then these 2 items, I'll probably split between them. But if I don't find a hat for her, I'll just give her both of these. And I got these at the consignment store. This was $3. It's a little ice cream chalk set. I mean, they're both going to play with this anyway. So it's a little ice cream chalk set. And then this was $1.50, and it is a tiger puzzle. So I would give this to her. And the ice cream to my son if I find a hat for her. But that is it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have already started Christmas shopping, or if you have some ideas for yourself, just leave a comment. Tell me something that you're getting your kids for Christmas this year. Like I said, I love to watch these videos, so I would love to hear what you plan on purchasing for this year, even if it gives me ideas as my kids get older. Still super helpful. So I hope you have a peaceful and joyful Christmas season. Thanks for watching again. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time.